moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. On play action, they'll throw. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
First down,
Dallas. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 11 now.
Ready? Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This to Jarwin. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. You're trash. You're trash. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Mike, 55. Hey, eat. You ain't going nowhere.
Here's Jones to throw from his end zone. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. the ground. This is Saquon Barkley. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Cover 19. Safety creep.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
You got nothing. 51 for Mike, boy. 51. Go, go, go. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go.
Looking to throw. Jones. And able to find Green. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Jones on 1st and 10. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Intercepted by the Cowboys.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Elliott. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
6-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Elliott, toss right. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a running back right there that absolutely wanted it, but I also think that he was very smart about it. To me, he had a plan B. Strung it out, got to the sideline. How about the dive to pick up the 1st down?
1st and goal at the 1. They run the counter. McNeil, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Cowboys 7, Giants nothing. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Giants nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
51, Mike 51. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hawk 70. No street. No shit.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I got 51's the mic. 51's the mic. They're not ready for this.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
This is Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
49.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And almost intercepted.
Jones.
It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
It leads
but nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Switch. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Jones now. Going to throw again. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On fourth down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Randy Bullock lining up for the point after.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A first down carry for Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys 30.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Returning it, Johnson. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Three ball. Go, Mike 51. Hey,
On second down and 4. Jones looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Third and
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike 55. Mike 55.
From the gun, Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Back at the 22-yard line.
Second and 15. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. They'll drop to throw. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Run for Pollard. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Pollard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. There's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 57 yards. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll set up a throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
You ain't got nothing. 51, Mike 51. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Pollard again, and he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 39.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. They run the counter. McNeil. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll keep it on the ground. McNeil, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
A 23-yard attempt.
Bullock's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
That's good.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best design plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. Got a man, Slayton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jones on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's 2nd.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within one score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Cowboys.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there. But they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Smith able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
And 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jones to throw on second down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
For Sterling Shepard, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Green with a catch left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Tonight's final score.
So this this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Cowboys, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.